Yo, what's up, douchers? My name is DG, and welcome back to the Minecraft Beta world. We're back at it again, once again, in Better Than Adventure. My microphone is on, right? I'm recording, right? We won't have any issues like we did last time, right? Yeah, don't worry about that. We won't have issues like we did last time because I checked and double-checked before I started recording just to make sure I would never have to deal with that ever again in my entire life. As you can see here, I have just harvested my wheat fields for the very first time. That is not the full harvest. That is a bit more than the harvest was. There was already about 2 stacks of wheat in here, but basically what I got. So I would say that this farm is definitely serving its purpose now, finally, after how long has this been sitting here? I just never collected the wheat. So now we'll have more than enough bread for quite a while because for some reason I don't think this pack has any sort of hay bales or wheat blocks, so they just don't exist. But that is not what we're doing in today's episode anyway. Today, yeah, we gotta really work on this mansion over here. So we built this last time, which if you didn't see, why are you here? Go back and watch the previous video. In fact, go back and watch the entire series, please. But anyway, we built this last time, ginormous interior. Now I will say, and I have to keep repeating this because people, I don't know if you believe me when I say this, this is not nearly as big as I thought it was going to be. I did think it was going to be larger. Maybe when I actually build out an interior, decorate it, and build it, this place will look a little larger because right now it's kind of feeling like a... Now, I do want to do the interior today and start working on it, but before we do that, I would like to finish the building itself, as in some of the bits and bobs at the top of this house. Specifically, I want to work on the little flags there and also get some torches up there so that I don't get any weird surprises at the middle of the night, because last thing I need is visitors. Okay, so let's see here. On this layer, I think I don't want to torch them. I really don't, because I feel like that would look horrible, and you look from a distance and you're just like, what is... It's terrible looking. But I don't... Maybe I could string it, and that would keep things from spawning. I think I'll string it, but I don't have nearly enough string to do this whole thing, so I'm going to ignore that for now. But what I'm not going to ignore are these flags here, so let's make a design here and see what we can make. Okay, so I think I've seen a flag like this before, though I can't remember immediately off the top of my head where, but I like that. I think that looks pretty good on top of the building, and I think it gives a splash of color that otherwise wouldn't normally be there. So let's make all of them like that. Okay, and with that, all of these flags are now finished, and I must say, they're looking pretty good. So I don't really hate the state of the roof up here. I think we've done a pretty good job at keeping it fairly lit up here, but the problem is, like I said, all of this part of the roof here, and I don't want to use torches because I think that'll make it look terrible, and so I'm going to probably go and get more string and eventually mob proof that. I could also just leave it as it is. Surely that wouldn't go horribly, right? Okay, so now that that is sorted out, what I want to do is I want to partition, to use a fancy word, the interior of this building. I basically want to mark off the sections that are going to be different things and try and get a rough feel of what this place is going to be like. Huh. My thought process was I would have hallways and I could kind of walk through the hallways like this, and then we'd have rooms here, but that takes up a lot more space than I thought it was going to, so I might just not do that, or maybe that'll be on the second floor, not the first floor. So let me fix this real quick. Okay, so basically I ultimately decided on this floor plan for the first floor. So this is going to be a library. We will have a fireplace in the middle. These are going to be some rooms. This is going to be a room that attaches to the library. That's a room that attaches to the library. These are rooms. The doors for these rooms are going to be here on the hall side of things. And then here we will have a grand entrance area where you can go up to the second floor and whatnot. I think this should work. Let's get to building. Wow. Wow, now this is impressive. Okay, so I'm just in the camera mode here, and first of all, you can see all the mining that's been done over all the mining sessions down here, which is crazy. I don't even think that's all of it actually, but you can see here we have the mansion, which is looking a little better. Still got some work to do on it, but here we have the town. You can change the angle, so I could take it from this angle instead, which in my opinion is a much more flattering angle. Probably more like this would be what I normally would do. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That's incredible. But anyway, enough of that. So, as you can tell, I have basically started the first floor. I'm going to say it's mostly done, all except for this main room here at the entrance, which will have the staircase up to the next level. This floor is pretty much so done, so I'm going to go in order of the rooms I did. Here we have the library. It's meant to be very nice, very calming. You can sit on a seat here. Oh yeah, this is one of the clips that didn't get recorded last episode, was me discovering that these exist. If I find the cow, I swear. But yeah, basically it's a real, you can just sit in it. Real chair. It actually functions, so that's very nice. But we got a little library here, filled with all the books that I've stolen from the various dungeons. Now if we come to this hallway here, the one with the cow, we can go over here and boom. We have a little kind of like chill room, guest room, you know, like you'd come in here, chill on here, maybe have some things on the table. You probably had a couple magazines in there, some books for people to read, you know, just a chill hangout room. Look, rich people have these things in their homes. I don't know why, but they do. Then over here, we have a bathroom. Now, I tried my best to kind of keep it within the style of somewhat medieval. It's a little bit more modern, but running water, I don't think was actually an impossibility back then. I just think that they did it differently, and someone who is this wealthy, I believe, would have access to some kind of plumbing or something, because plumbing had basically existed since like ancient Rome. And then if we step over into this hallway with the Kung Fu fighters, here we have a bedroom. It's not necessarily the master bedroom, but it could be, I guess, but it's a nice spacious bedroom on the first floor. And then over here we have more of a guest and or servant bedroom. I swear, where's this cow? Where's this cow? I'm gonna go and find it after we're done. But yes, some sort of guest slash servant bedroom, a lot smaller, only has a singular bed, 2 chairs in it because, you know, you need to have a friend with you. And then there's just a chair in the hallway here. So I've done, you know, a tad bit of decorating on this first floor here, and I'm pretty happy with the state that I've gotten it in. I'm glad that I have the floor plan worked out, but we are going to have to move on to the second floor, and that means building a staircase or a double staircase, and then working up there. Okay, and with that, we have, well, not only broken my helmet, but we have finished the second floor, as well as the outside of it. So, get a good look at it here. It's looking pretty nice, I kind of forgot the state it was in when I showed it last time, but we got lamps, lanterns, and overall, I would say especially the front side looks really, really nice, but the sides also are looking pretty good. It's really the back here where we don't really have a lot of windows that it begins to look a little bit plain, but I still think I managed to make it look pretty decent, so not going to really complain. But let's finally enter the house. Now, as you can see here at the front, we have a massive chandelier. We have a double staircase leading up to the next floor. It's a massive open floor plan. Really wanted to keep the sort of openness that the building had, so I left this whole thing open. We have some gold lining on the floor here because, you know, I'm balling. And of course, I already showed the first floor where we have the rooms on each side and then the little library in there. But if we go up here, we have a dining room, a grand dining room. Now, I was going to put a window here, like a big one, but I forgot about the chimney that's back there for the sake of the fire down there. So, yeah, that didn't happen. So, instead I put Mr. Skeleton. Over in this room, the first one I built, we have an office space. Now, I thought this was going to be the room with the nicest view, so I said, you know what? Sometimes you need a study area, somewhere where you can just kind of go and do things. I mean, look, you can see the tower from here. You can see the town in all of its glory. It's just a nice place with a nice view. This is the kitchen. This is where all the food is made. You notice I tried making some interesting looking furnaces here. They turned out unique, we'll say that, but basically they just sort of go into the wall here, so that's where the smoke is supposed to go. It's so that I don't have to go and build another chimney because I don't want to do that. But yeah, we got a little bit of a furnace here, some chests for some storage, some shelves, standard kitchen here. We have some paintings on this side as well as some flowers. And then over there we have basically the same thing. This is another waiting room, so if I'm ever having, you know, a big meeting here and I say, hey, dude over there, get in there, we gotta speak. Guess I'm a mafia boss now because bro is not coming out. But yeah, it's just a nice little hangout room here like when we had downstairs. And if we go over here, we have what I guess I will say is the master bedroom, because this is the one on the top floor. It's kind of the largest, has a very nice view. I mean, look, you can even see the ruins from here. So I would say that in general, this has been pretty good. Now, you'll notice I kind of ran out of bookshelves. I know, I had 2 whole libraries from underneath, from down under, and somehow I still ran out of bookshelves. I don't know how it's possible. That's how the cookie crumbled. So, basically, I had to cut out... ow. That's a safety violation, but luckily, as someone who's infinitely wealthy, I don't really care. But overall, I would say this has been a very, very fun project to work on. I've had a very good time sort of just building an interior, okay? Sometimes interiors are fun to do. Oftentimes, they're really not fun to do. But this interior was one that I kind of had a rough idea of how I wanted to do before I even started, so it's been very fun seeing my vision come to life in this place. I especially like how I was able to sort of keep the feel of the building here. You'll notice I used brick for the outside layers, but I used the regular stone for the inside layers. That's just a very nice detail in my opinion. But with all that being said, I don't really know what else I want to do this episode. I did not really have any more plans. I didn't actually think I was going to finish the interior at all today. I figured that maybe I'll start it, make a lot of progress on it, but nope. It's just complete. So, I guess I have to end the episode here. I don't know how long this has been compared to the last episode. There's no way it's shorter, though, because guess what? I have clips, my audio recorded, and I'm glad. You know, I never thought I would be so happy just to have my audio record for a clip, but it does make me happy. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to blow up the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Also, forgot to mention those lanterns are with a bunch of fireflies. Goodbye.